It's week 2 of the National Football League.
And we'll see Tony Pollard. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score.
It's the Ravens and the Lions.
Next on Madden NFL 20.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Robertson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Robertson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza will sent on to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week.
17 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
Able to elude one tackler, but only gets
gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Off the play fake. Robertson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Robertson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, check that.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's underneath to Pierce. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. He'll take it inside the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Robertson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on first down. Robertson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Robertson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete.
Let's go now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Robertson.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Robertson.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun. Robertson.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Robertson steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Pollard going to try the right side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
But they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Roll, check, Bronco switch, check, Panther.
Running from the shotgun with Madison.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Jahan Dotson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
On 1st down, Robertson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Robertson.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Robertson.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
London hauls this one in.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He's back to throw.
Completes this one to Pickens. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Back to throw.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to have your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's got this down to the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story of this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.